And alright guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video on the self-developed YouTube channel. I have not made a video in a little bit of time, guys. Been, going through some life experiences as we all are, and that's how I'm able to come back stronger to give you guys value, because I first need to go through it. If I don't go through anything or learn anything, really I'm just the majority of YouTubers who are just repeating parrots, all copying each other, degenerating our society to the pit of hell. Anyways, with that said, guys, hopefully you're having an amazing day. Comment below, hashtag self-developed army if we're still doing that. Don't know. It's a beautiful day here in Canada, guys. The sun is out. We are getting tanner. Come on, guys. Let's go. Let me know where you're from, and let's jump into today's video. Anyways, guys, in today's video, I titled it, or believe I titled it, Men Need Enemies. Now, yes, this is going to trigger some of you guys. I've been getting quite a bit of hate on nothing like crazy. But believe me, guys, I was the most hated man on TikTok at one point, and that's like factual. The most popular TikToker, Charlie D'Amelio, with all her thousands of fans, they didn't like me. do you guys remember that? Some of you? Anyways, though, now I'm gonna try to keep this video kind of simple, but I mean, maybe we'll just go all in. As you guys know, we live in a very egalitarian, kind of liberal society nowadays, where the vast majority of men, because we have grown up without strong fathers, we predominantly were raised by our mothers, myself included for a large part of my life, men don't really understand how to be men. And this is something, of course, I'm still learning as well to this day. But because men don't know how to be men, and we've been raised predominantly by our mothers, we learn or assess our own character development or how we should act in the world based on our mother, correct? I mean, that's kind of logical. If, we didn't have a strong father, he didn't really speak up, or, he was kind of demonized, like, I don't know, he's a bad guy, this is what our society does on TV, ABCD. So we are raised by our mother predominantly, we are going to resemble traits of that, correct? We're on the same page, right? Now, the reason I say men need enemies, and why this is actually a very loving thing, is because if your father came into the picture, it's so crazy, guys, to think of, like, it's right in front of our eyes, but the second someone says it, you get attacked. If I say the truth, I'll just get attacked. No one will even think twice of, like, trying to understand what I'm saying. It's just, your father has fought his entire life to give you and your mother and your family a living shot. He fought his entire life. Take that in. He fought for his career. He fought to climb the corporate ladder. His whole life was there to be of service to you guys, fight off predators to protect you, right? But of course, because times get so cushy, men don't get any of the respect they deserve whatsoever. I mean, they get completely kicked to the curb, and this is why now the government is involved and will, be the new father, right? Which will have a whole myriad of other problems. So where I'm going with this, guys, is your father, and as men, our entire lives, we are fighting. And no one will tell you this. This is the real red pill. If I say this, people are going to say, oh, you're losing it. I don't know. I don't understand. No, I just understand what it is to be a man. I've studied this. This is not me trying to be mean or put you guys down. Men are competitive. I want to be the absolute best. This is why I say I'm the best in my industry, and I poke those other guys. Not because I hate them, but because if men are truly going to level up, and we want strong brothers, strong families, you guys are my family, I do this all for you guys, myself, you, the world around us, then I need to fight. I have to fight. And the vast majority of you guys, unfortunately, because you lack this internal aggression or calling from God, which is really the ultimate father, you guys don't know what it is to be men. You're pseudo-men who are women in disguise because you were raised by your mothers. You lack competition. You've never actually been competitive in your entire life. You're probably just in like a normal job, just kind of getting by, like the typical kind of like Ned Flanders character. And I'm not trying to be mean to you guys because this used to be me too. But when you tap into that internal aggression as a man, you're in for a ride, buddy. You are in for a ride. You fight everything. And for a very long part of my life, I'm very glad I'm speaking of this because this is very therapeutic to myself, just to like confirm this. For a very, yes, right? When you think like this, you will be demonized. From everybody. Everybody. Even people you thought were like your best friends. David, you should really just take it easy. Or, you know what? You know what I get so many times when I speak of stuff like this? David, you're being prideful. Where? I'm just stating the facts. I understand sometimes I do get a little prideful, but like, guys, I try my best to check myself. I'm trying to keep this completely objective. Men and people, because we've all been brainwashed in our society to be these passive, And here's the thing. Here's why it's so scary. These people, and again, this used to be me, and at times, it sometimes still is, these people, the conglomerate, the herd, don't know they're brainwashed. That's the scariest part. It's not like they're aware of it, where they're like, oh yeah, you know, I was perpetuated certain narratives and foods and this and lifestyle, so I think like this, that's why I'm opposed to this. You're being trained to be opposed to this. It's not like they know that. If they knew that, then, you know, awareness in and of itself is transformative. But the fact they don't know that, that's what's scary. I've had people in my own industry that I've collaborated with who I thought were, you know, my brothers, or who I thought people were my friends. And they're all friendly until you really start aggressing yourself, asserting yourself. And I don't mean this in a mean way. Guys, we don't do this to put people down. We do this because as men, let me put it this way, okay? I was just watching some clips from 300, King Leonidas. The only way men, myself, you guys, if you raise a future family, your own lineage and legacy, the only way, take this in, again, no one will tell you this, the only way you can be a loving father and have community and tribe and be of resource and service and give wisdom or food or financial whatever, like our Father did, like God the Father does, the only way you can do that is if you back off and keep out invading tribes. The only way a father can be loving is if he first fights and acquires something worth loving. But no one tells you this. No one tells you this. This has been my whole life. This is all I know. All I know is fighting, guys. And I don't say this because I'm some cool guy. I've just come to realize this tremendously the past couple weeks. This is why I've never had friends. This is why I do not do well in groups. I just don't. People have asked me to be on like group podcasts. I can't. I'm very competitive. I want the absolute best. And this is not like that I have to be right. Absolutely not. You guys have seen me on Elliot Hals's podcast with these guys. I'll listen. I have mentors. I pay a lot for coaches. But like, real men fight tooth and nail to be the best. And there's nothing toxic about that. Or maybe there is to you guys. This is why I've realized I've kind of put myself in my own corner on YouTube. Have you guys noticed that too? I don't like want to be alone on YouTube. I would like to be in a community with the other guys, but like I refuse. If there's truth that I have to speak of, I have to do that. I can't, you know, dampen it down. So by default, I just have no friends. I don't know if you guys have noticed this or not. And for whatever reason, I've like really come to realize this the past couple weeks. And it's a scary thought, a little bit. I'll be brutally honest with you guys. You know, I've come to realize, guys, and learn some truths on how our society was built. And we like to think, this is a side tangent, but we like to think that our society was built, you know, just through strong men, which is true, you know, full of just honor and vigor and I don't know, like it was all, I don't know, like sunshine and rainbows. And no, the reality is, guys, men have always and will always go to war. They've always had slaves. They've always fought, killed. There's fight. But because we, including myself, don't see that, like we weren't born during World War I or II, or, you know, like our fathers were, it's not real to us. It's an abstract concept. Because we have the fruits of all their labor, not our labor, their labor, right? We understand the diagram of hard times create strong men create good times, right? We're in the good times. We have iPhones, cameras, myself included. But for whatever reason, I feel like, this is a side tangent, I'm going to finish it here. I've just been put through certain situations in my life, whether that was my dad dying at a young age, financial trouble, a large part of my life, seeing my family more or less disown me, girlfriend leave, any friend I've had leave, financial trouble myself. The main one is OCD. I get tortured every day in my mind, and I can't explain it to anyone. Every day is like a fight. My whole life, this is all I've known. For whatever reason, I feel I still hold on to that level of fight. And this is why when I say to you guys, like, I want to be the best, and I mean it, like, over the entire community, I get demonized because I'm being a man. And I'm tired of it. I mean, I don't care. You guys can judge me or do whatever, but like, it's just, it makes so much sense. Everybody loves you until you really, truly be yourself. Just know that. So that's it, guys. That's the end of this video. Men need enemies. Now, these enemies can be whatever that means to you. It's just, it's Satan, guys. It's not, like, if someone's speaking the truth, yes, support that. Brothers in Christ, what's the word I'm looking for? We move in awe when people are preaching. We love it. Amen. Let's move forward. But even if you join with that brotherhood, you're doing that because you're fighting an enemy. There's always an opposition somewhere. And that's evil. Okay? I'm not telling you guys to like purposely be mean or to be a tyrant. Absolutely not. But if you are a man asserting yourself, that by default goes to show that you are fighting some kind of opposition. And I just want you guys to understand that and to truly accept that. That's not a bad thing. Okay? We got to stop pretending like, I don't know, we're all the time supposed to be buddy-buddy like dogs with our nuts cut off, and that's just false. So that is it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Let me know what you guys think down below. If you enjoyed it, make sure to give it a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. I'll finish it here with the final plugs. If you guys are interested and would like to work with me on a personal level, you guys know the flex. There is always one-on-one coaching where you can work with me personally at anything of what we talk about here, guys, improving your lives as men, or on a more practical level, improving things like your fitness, business, mindset, and relationships. Book a spot below, guys. We still have some open. You can support Edge, coupon code Hammond, let's go. Just that simple white tea, guys. About to bang up more videos, really harnessing and explaining what I've been learning these past couple weeks because, again, like I said, very few people, unfortunately, will tell you this, which it is what it is. I love you guys. This is all said with love. I do this to protect you, to like give you the elixir of everything I've learned. So please stop viewing me in this like negative, mean way that like I just carry my nutsack, and this triggers a lot of people, unfortunately, but this is what all of you guys have as well. So let's do it. I love you all. Till next video, much love. Peace.